What's going on YouTube? My name is Dom, and in this video here today I'm bringing another map-breaking, map-shattering mortar video. This one's going to be on Subfactory. Really quick before I get started, I did have this awesome clip that was submitted to me. It's actually on Subfactory with mortar, so it's fucking awesome. I'm going to run that in the background. Also, thank you to all of my new sponsors from yesterday's live stream, and as well, if you guys are interested in sponsoring the channel, there is a link to that down below. Right now I'm developing emojis, I'm developing badges and stuff and other exclusive content that you get for sponsoring, but right now you just be helping out the channel, and I appreciate that. Also, I am going to be live streaming again. I'm going to try to do that twice a week. Saturdays are going to be like off-season practice ones, and then I'm going to have a lackadaisical one during the week where I'll play with subs, play with sponsors, and different things like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's hop right into the video. So I think you guys should have noticed by now that I did change my format a little bit in how I conduct these videos compared to how I did it last time. Now I just gotta, preface this by saying that this is not a series that is going to be taking place on every single map in the game, because there's a lot of maps like deforestation or something like that where mortars just are not. Now there are three big spots that I really wanted to look at when dealing with this map, and another a few ins and outs of the map that I think you guys should would be interested in. So anyway, I'm gonna go over to those specific sections. I have clips where I mortared the fuck out of myself on multiple parts, but let's go ahead and check those out. So really quick, because I did begin on that specific spawn, there is something I wanted to point out about this restock right here. Everybody knows about this restock. A lot of people go to it. What a lot of people don't know is there's an explosive barrel right here. If someone is going for that restock barrel, if you shoot that explosive barrel, it will kill them. Most likely, unless they're a tank or something like that. But look, dead. You have a dead motherfucker at the restock. Okay, so since I did begin at that spawn, I'm going to begin at this building. Now, this is a common building where a lot of snipers, sentinel stalkers like to go. You have clear shot on access, and you have good wall bangs into that communications building over there, or whatever really you're trying to look at as far as the map goes. So this is a very good spot for that. Now, a lot of people are going to be expecting, if you do have a mortar, which I don't think mortar is necessarily a bad option on this map since there are a few camping spots. So if you drop a mortar right here, there's an interesting thing. You might see this staircase and say, holy shit, there's a bunch of holes through this that you can shoot through, right? So if you drop a mortar on this, someone should be able to take damage if they are sitting behind it, but that's actually not the case. I think the game registers it as a full texture. So if you are behind this staircase, even if you're right here and there's a mortar right there, it is not going to hit you. I did get a clip of that. And then, but I did find a cheeky ass motherfucking spot. So if you're up here, right, and people hear that mortar come in, oh shit, they always assume that it's on the staircase. So a lot of people go right here, or potentially right here, or just somewhere behind this staircase. So I will show you these clips, but you can drop a mortar right here, and you can drop a mortar right about there, and it will light anybody up that's behind this staircase.
Check fire, check fire. What's your goddamn background?
And let's say you do this one round, and then the next round you pull it out, and you drop it right there. The first round, the second round, you can drop it on the staircase again. They might anticipate it, and that's the mind game that you can play with artillery on this map. All right, so this is my next spot right here. A lot of people do camp in here because you can watch access, and so this is the next spot I wanted to focus on. Now, if you guys notice, this is the same exact building as Com's building on Scrapyard. I didn't actually go over that on Scrapyard because I felt that one was pretty obvious, but there are a few ins and outs on here that you guys should probably be aware of. I'll go ahead and I'll start on the first floor. So right here, there's two really good spots for clearing out this first floor. One that I really like is right here. Actually, if you drop it right on these sandbags, I'll show you this clip as well, you will go through the window, you can hit people on stairs, and you can pretty much light up anybody that's on the first floor.
Goddamn background.
Access point established. Get on that terminal.
Now, if you drop it right in front of this doorway, you can kind of do the same thing. You can angle it however you want. So if your main objective is to hit somebody right here, you can do that as long as you angle it right about there. If your main objective is to hit somebody on the stairs, I would recommend using those right over there instead of using the door, but you can do that if you want. Now, when you're dropping it on this back door, you have to notice that, you know, you do have this gap right here, so you can't just pop it and shoot it right on the front of the door. That's just not going to work. You have to come back a little bit, probably about, yeah, right about here. So you'll be able to see that in the drone, but just getting used to the mortar drone and how it drops is very important for that. Now, on second floor, there are, I believe, 3 or 4 really good spots for clearing out this second floor. This is actually a death sentence, I would say. If you go onto the second floor and you're sitting here, you are fucked. Second and third floor, you're basically fucked. It's a death sentence. You see a lot of people do it, which is kind of surprising. But anyway, so the first spot is dropping your mortar right on these barrels right here. So if you notice, you have your windows. And now if you drop your, I'll show you the clip as well, but if you drop it right there, you are going to light up anybody on this second story. Even if they're laying down like this, that angle will kill them. I think the only way for them not to take damage is to lay down like right behind here or crouch behind this specific barrel. But
What's your goddamn background?
now another one is you can drop it right here. As well, you can also drop it right here, and that's another really good spot. I mean, you can drop it right there and it'll go through this window. If anybody's at the top of stairs, you get right here. The only thing with that is if they're up against this wall or they put this wall in between themselves and the mortar, they're not going to get hit. And you know, right over here as well, so it doesn't provide as much coverage, but it is another option. Another thing is, of course, you could drop it right here. And it will light up basically in here, but it has the same problem. You know, you put a wall in between you and the mortar, not really going to do much. Another thing that was kind of interesting, you can drop a mortar right on this tree trunk right here. You got to be careful not to hit the other branches, but you can drop it right there. And now if you do that, you are going to have the same line of sight. You're basically going to have the same line of damage as dropping the mortar right here, but you're also going to get a nice little shot on the guy up in 3-story. You know, it's not going to be much. They have to be kind of in the doorway or right here in order to take damage from it, but that's just another option. Now, 3rd story, if they get on 3rd story and they're up here, and people do this a lot too, this is a fucking death sentence. You get up here, you're gonna die in one way or another. There's a few ways you can kill people up here. Obvious one is to drop a mortar right fucking here. Well, right here. And it will just light up this entire room. Unless you are in this corner, that is going to light you up. Now, if you want to anticipate that, if there's a guy up there who's just hasn't died from your past few mortars on that spot, then go ahead and drop it on this adjacent rooftop. I'll show you what that looks like from a drone view. Yep, so go ahead and drop it right about here, here, or whatever you want. So if you notice, let me get a little bit higher. So if you notice, the ring of the mortar will go into that room. Now, the closer you get to the edge, the more you risk of dropping it on this platform, not actually on the roof. But if you drop it right here, it will clear out a good portion of that room. Let me see if I can hit it. The mortars are really wonky in this game. They're not 100% accurate. I think I hit it. Yeah, so you have to get it right on the edge if you're going to do that. See, I was standing up as well. You know, so that's just another option in case somebody anticipates that. You might be able to knock them off for a few bits of health. So another thing I have to mention as well, if you guys watch my scrapyard video, you know I landed a mortar on a telephone pole. So if you're thinking that you can drop a mortar on this telephone pole right here and clear out 2nd and 3rd story, you can't do that. I have tried numerous times. I have the clips for it. You can't fucking land a mortar on that thing for whatever reason. Not everything that you can shoot can you land a mortar on. So it takes some trial and error in that way. Now, if you understand how the mechanics work on mortars for this particular building, then you will notice how they work for every single building here. How that one, drop it on the staircase right there. I really don't have to go into too much detail. I don't think a lot of people really camp in there. They're not great spots if they're going to overlook access point. So the last thing I wanted to take a look at on this map, well, aside from this building right here, of course, if you understand how mortars work, you're going to understand how this building works. Drop a mortar right fucking here, you're going to light it up. Drop a mortar right fucking here, you're going to light it up as well. Final part that I wanted to look at, I think you guys kind of understand how to do tents. I think that's really straightforward. These are very, very easy to mortar. This right here, this tunnel. So I wanted to figure out how can you get people out of here. Now obviously it's underground, so you can't, you know, if someone is right here, just laying down. You're not going to be able to hit them, right? But it is so surprising how well you are actually able to use mortar on people that are in here. Now, there's two specific spots that I wanted to look at. One is on this outside doorway. So you can get so far into this tunnel if you drop a mortar right at the entrance, right about here. You can light up everything from here. I'll show you the clip as well. And you can light it up to right here. I'm not sure if you can destroy that barrel. You know what? I have my mortar. Let's go ahead and let's live test this. I don't think I should have hit the first floor above me. Yep.
Check fire, check fire.
Oh, fuck. So that will knock him off for a few bits of damage. It will destroy that barrel after a second. I mean, unless you have somebody right here just saying, oh, fuck it, bring that mortar on, then that's not really going to do anything, but just another option. But as you can see, that gets so far into here. That gets hella far. So it basically blocks them off from going that way. They are going to be stuck in this room right here, essentially. Now, a lot of people like to camp on the staircase or around this general area, and I actually found a way where you can mess people up, and I will show that clip. But if you drop your mortar right here on this thing, nobody ever thinks about this, but if you have it right here and you drop a mortar right on top of that thing, I'll show you the clip. You can hit the fuck out of people that are right here, all the way from right here. Of course not down here, but if you're right here, that will definitely light you up, and it'll also destroy mines that are here as well. I think I have time in this round for another mortar. So that's a common place for a mine. You know, maybe even right there is a common place for a mine. Let me see.
Step it up. We're running out of time.
Oh, shit.
Check your targets.
There we go. It will kill you there. It will destroy those mines. That's the best spots that I found on Sub Factory for right now. Mortar is an effective strategy to use on Sub Factory. I hope I showed you guys that. I love Sub Factory. It's one of my favorite maps. Now, if you guys have any thoughts, any questions, any ideas for future maps that you would like to see, or map strategies or whatnot, I'm probably going to be doing more map strategy vids because I can't do these map breaking mortar videos on every single map. I will be doing more map strategy vids in the future. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please leave me your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section below.